To defeat a giant evil starfish, Beast Boy becomes another giant evil starfish. He loses control soon after, turning everybody into a furry. And I guess there's also this guy who's a parody of Dr. Fate. Brother Eternity collapses a temple all the way on Titan simply by speaking in a tongue only Starfire understands. Doing so has awakened the Necrostar from its beauty sleep. With less than an hour before it makes landfall, Garfield steps up to the plate. His empty-headed peanut brain transforms into a whale to literally increase his brain capacity. Next, he uses that galaxy brain of his to transform into Garo. Garfield bullies his new friend into a boom tube, and Dr. Hate teases a face reveal before giving Garfield a supervillain starter pack. And that's how the DC universe became overrun by furries. Regardless of how important your work is, when Waller calls, you respond, unless you like the idea of a microbomb injected into your brain. Essentially, Dr. Hate grabs a handful of underused characters and chucks them into a dimension called the Kingdom. The wicked creature intends to blow this place to Kingdom Come with everyone trapped inside it, as a sacrifice to the Lords of Chaos. As it turns out, the Kingdom is a collective conscience connecting the red, the green, blue, purple, orange, and all the other colorful forces. Thanks to Vixen, the heroes defeat the final boss temporarily before he turns this event into a 2-issue limited series, and this is shaping up to be a team that will never be. Bebo Babowski confronts Jimzilla, and a Bluetooth speaker has Power Girl distracted. The Man of Steel nearly gets turned himself, but fortunately, his creepy Brainiac implant saves his life. Ever since Lazarus Planet, which there should be a card for somewhere on the screen, Nia's been able to see the future without being asleep. She convinces John to help evacuate, while she changes the future by taking on Livewire. By defeating her, she puts herself directly into Waller's crosshair. Speaking of Waller, has she got a proposition for Nia? A few pages later, Dreamer runs off to bully Afterthought. Just as Waller had predicted, her empty-headed peanut brain is too easily manipulated. The spores begin their assault and Gotham is already overrun by furries, including Batman himself. Nevertheless, Nightwing defeats him by defeating him. Oracle has eyes all over the planet, and her biggest concern is that Black Adam has turned into a lion. She dispatches Donna and Starfire to entertain him, but they're quickly surrounded by spores. Waller seizes the opportunity to persuade the president's empty-headed peanut brain that someone even more evil than Luthor should be calling the shots. Batman escapes temporarily, and he holds off on his primal instincts because he's Batman. He and Nightwing take down the Lacoste logo, and back into the cage he goes. Harley turns into a furry muscle mommy, Jason does whatever Jason does, Cassandra plays with her cat, and Stephanie dirties her new boots stomping on Killer Moth. Whether he enjoyed it or not, you can decide for yourself. This part of Gotham is awfully quiet, considering it's a furry's paradise everywhere else. Damian's curiosity gets the better of him when a strange green lady who can control the spores turns him into a feline. Apex Ava was dying from an ultra-rare disease until she got a taste of Beast Boy. That was 3 days ago. Currently, Nightwing and Superman have located Damian inside an underground fight club operated by our green friend. They rescue him, shut the place down, and because Nightwing has a thing for colorful skin, he watches as Ava flies away. Thank God he shows up when he does, because Jay and Maxine were about to obliterate Central City with how awkward their date was going. Irie finds them, and joined by the newest kid on the block, they rendezvous at the ultra-secure facility known as Iron Heights. For plot reasons unknown, Godspeed proves too much to handle, so Maxine's brilliant idea is to convince everybody to allow her to turn them into bees. Corey turns up the heat, and just like that, they're having starfish for dinner. When Starfire showcases just how alpha she can be, this isn't what he signed up for and he flees like a coward. Just then, Bobo arrives in Titan's tower to deliver the most useless pieces of information. The spores are moving to stronger hosts, and they're all being controlled by Garo, who's lost his mind. Incredible! Give it up for the world's greatest detective, everybody! Peacemaker clears a path onto Stryker's island because Luthor has something that she needs to slay the Beast Boy. Way before comics were even a thing, Starfire's homeworld of Tamarin was invaded by fancy table lamps, and she was given the Batman starter pack when both her parents were killed. They were subsequently enslaved until she bullied the invaders back to free her people. At present, Brother Eternity has Tempest under a spell, and they've infiltrated Titan's tower by simply walking through the front door. When Corey starts depriving him of oxygen, he reveals his true form as Xander, the palace bodyguard. Xander worships an evil starfish, so he brokered a deal. By ensuring her parents were in the right place during the invasion, he was given the location to the Necrostar. He then tries to possess Cyborg, but there's nothing to latch onto besides metal and some copper wires. Starfire's had enough of him, and she demonstrates what everybody should have done the moment a parasitic starfish jumped into their mouths. Lastly, Raven banishes Xander into the Phantom Zone where he can worship an evil starfish for eternity. Peacemaker escorts a rather large fellow by the name of Chester Runk against his will. Right after the Titans dispose of Giganta, the Bureau of Sovereignty appears on television to antagonize the Titans. These are the people who will do what's necessary, and they've got Beast Boy in their sights. While the heroes form a wall and pose menacingly for the oncoming onslaught, Luthor helps Waller to teleport the black hole that is Chester Runk right inside of Garo. It's the same situation in Atlantis, just substitute the furries for whatever was on your dinner plate the last time you had seafood. For whatever reason, nobody seems to be able to keep their trap shut in this event, so down goes the royalty of Atlantis. Looks like their daughter has inherited one of her father's abilities. Vixen, Captain Boomerang, and Deadeye stop a giant black manta off the coast of Amnesty Bay. Little do they know Waller's purposely infecting them, like she's about to do to Dolphin. Using furries as target practice isn't exactly what Oliver had in mind when he asked his son Connor to hang out. Then again, superheroes don't really have the luxury of vacations. Red Canary is starstruck, so when her idol consumes a green starfish, she talks her way out of it like a CW show. Elsewhere, Stargirl and company gang up on the JSA. Well, two of them at least. To nobody's surprise, Waller's the head of the bureau, and she's planning to wipe out all the remaining furries. Rachel hasn't had the time to mourn her loss, but Donna comforts her the best she can. Nightwing boom tubes over to Waller, humiliates her bodyguard, and tries reasoning with her. That's not going to work because this isn't a CW show, so he authorizes Cyborg to hijack all military networks. When Raven confronts Waller, a cloud of smoke envelops the room to reintroduce Dr. Hate. Turns out it's the evil half of Raven from her crystal. Nightwing devises a plan to save all the furries by leveraging his superpowered friends as bait to destroy the spores. Rachel suddenly pulls everybody into a Discord call telling them to stop whatever they're doing. Garfield is still somewhere inside the spores. Plan B. Starfire knocks off the evil helmet and it lands all the way inside a volcano, giving Rachel a shot at taking down the final boss. Bobo redeems himself by giving Cyborg an idea. Garfield lost an arm when he pushed Necrostar into the boom tube, so they respawn him using said arm. Amanda Waller announces a newly rebranded Hall of Order, and everybody sort of just forgets what she did. Lastly, the final boss was in fact able to defeat Rachel, and she's running around doing her best Raven impression. If you're still window shopping, what are you waiting for? Subscribe! Insert Marvelous outro here, and I'll see you in the next one.